or to give you a time for you to put your film out there. So that's a problem in itself. But in as much as that is a problem, we're finding ways through which you can make your film and put it out there in the cinemas for people to,
like which ways?
I mean, you make a film, you go through, like in Nigeria, the popular ones are Film One, Genesis, Blue Pictures, Silverbird.
Yeah, those
you
are
know,
the cinemas.
yeah. So you go through them, and then you're able to get a slot, and then you start promoting your film and you put it out there. But the beautiful thing now and again is the coming in of a lot of streaming platforms that are coming into Nigeria, like Netflix. And,
yes, on which you have Sons of the Caliphate.
Yes, Sons of the Caliphate is on Netflix. Fourth Republic is on Netflix.
Yes.
It's also on Amazon Prime. So that way you are able to, because these are streaming platforms that are buying content, so when you make your film, you take it to these streaming platforms and they like your film, it's good enough for them, they will buy it, and then that's good for you. So those are the ways through which we are going about, and there are a lot of other streaming platforms that are popping up, all the time. So because the industry is growing in Nigeria,
yes.
So it's the more...
Yeah. Well done, Bem. I mean, you're doing so much in creating content, in telling our stories. Now, before I let you go, I just must ask you this question, because you've done so much, Halida, Rishante, Sons of the Caliphate, even documentaries. What exactly are you working on right now?
Well, so right now there are... so I just finished... I've always produced, but this year I decided to direct. So this is the first time I was directing a film. So I directed this film called Maya. Maya, yes. It's a romantic comedy with a faith-based twist to it, which was premiered last month, November, but it's going to go to streaming platform from early next year. So that's what I am working on. And I did a documentary called A Life of Songs. And it's a musical, kind of, yeah. So that's also going to, it was also premiered last month. It's also going to like streaming platform like Netflix and all that. I'm already having discussions with them about that. So currently in development, that's what I have in my plate. But I'm also producing something which
You're
I'm
cooking up a storm.
Yeah, which
yes, because
I'm
the
not
little
allowed
bird
to.
told me you were cooking up a storm, and I was hoping you were going to say it, but well,
Yeah.
you're not letting the cat out of the bag.
I'm doing something for Showmax at the moment, which I'm not really supposed to talk about in detail, but that's the next project I'm doing. But I also have something very big coming up from early next year.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
We're waiting to see.
Yes, yes.
Well done.
Thank
well
you.
done. Thank you so much, Ben,
Thank
for
you.
being a part of the show.
Thank you for having me.
It is important that we not just tell our stories, we must also understand the business of telling these stories, because really we're not just there for the entertainment alone, but also to make some more money, while entertaining and enlightening our viewers. That's the size of the package, my conversation with my guest today, talking about a filmmaker, a content creator, Bem Piver. Nigerian Movies Today continues right after this time out, when we'll bring you some interesting works that we've lined up for your viewing pleasure. Do enjoy them.
Why are you crying? Why are you crying too? I don't know.
Interesting movies to watch this week are The Garbage School.
Look at this school. I mean, it's a disaster.
Every day farming, no teaching. We're wasting our lives here.
All these things that these children are going to do, so 2001 to 2000. What is this? Competition will have to be sanctioned by me.
This suffering must end. We must demand that they teach us.
I'm thinking of a protest, a revolt.
No more fighting! No more fighting!
And Sister.
You miss him, Ko?
Who? Your late husband, Mana. How many years has it been now?
Their father is dead.
Can you forgive me?
What for?
I cannot go back to them and tell them that he has resurrected. He is dead.
Vicky, please.
Do you know each other?
Yes.
No.
do hope you enjoyed those works that we set aside for your viewing pleasure, talking about our interesting movies to watch. And don't forget what my guest said today. The business of storytelling is not just about entertainment, but of course, we must also make money. Let's take a trip around the entertainment circles. This is the part of the program where I love the most because it gives us an opportunity to find out what's happening on the entertainment circles. Remember, Nigerians are a people who love entertainment. Let's find out what's happening on Moments and Events.
From the studios of Take 7 Media comes the premiere of the film titled Maya.
Pretty obvious that I've got feelings for you. And I haven't felt this connection so quickly with anyone before.
I think it's going to be very impactful because it has a message, it has a strong message, and it's not really like screaming religion in your face. I mean, there's a hint of it there, but it's not like in your face, and it's basically any message that any person, any human being can follow, you know.
Maya is a faith-based romantic comedy written by Michael Garuba and produced by Ben Piva. It tells the story of the inner struggles of a young woman on a journey to undo a curse placed on her years back while trying to balance a successful career and relationship.
It is a beautiful film because from the aesthetics, which is something I'm very particular about, they nailed it. I mean, if you look at the pictures were solid. Why? Because the designs were working, production design was working, the sets were working, and you could see the details because she's a florist. Everything about her environment said she's a florist, you know, and so they made sure that they kept to that. The sound was fantastic, the score was beautiful, the performance was excellent, so as far as I'm concerned.
It was a passion project. It's something I've always wanted to tell this type of story, this type of faith-based stories. And so for me, yeah, there were a lot of challenges here and there, but because of the joy and the satisfaction I was getting from doing the film, it was beautiful for me. It was exciting for me to the project.
I think it's definitely going to be impactful because there's a lot of grace. There's a lot of grace to this, and it comes from a place of heart and of love. Especially the characters. Everybody that watches it can relate somehow to one degree to every single character in there.
With appreciations and encomiums flowing, it is obvious that the film will impact and change some conceptual narratives in the society.
15 years. I know what through.
Oh boy, it's said that when you're having fun, the time just never seems to be